Hi, it's Logan from Sleepopolis.com, and today we're going to put the Nectar and Tuft & Needle mattresses head to head. Even within the bed-in-a-box market, these are two of the less expensive mattresses available, and right off the bat I can tell you that the Nectar has that classic memory foam feel. The Tuft & Needle is more of a balanced foam feel that combo sleepers might enjoy. Now we're going to compare and contrast these two mattresses today, but if you are interested in more mattress versus mattress content, you can Google Sleepopolis and mattress comparisons. You can see our full listing there. But for right now, let's jump into the Nectar versus Tuft & Needle. Now I want to start off the comparison talking about the materials used in the construction of these mattresses. So we'll start with the Nectar, which is an all-foam mattress standing about 11 inches in height. Now the Nectar is really heavy on the use of memory foam, and that starts in the cover. The cover material itself is a mixture of cotton and Tencel. Tencel is a plant-based material that's known for being pretty breathable. Now quilted within the cover, there's actually an inch of memory foam, so you're going to immediately get that soft contouring feeling in the cover. Right below the cover, in what's kind of the comfort layer of the mattress, there's 3 inches of memory foam, and below that there's another inch layer of memory foam. So on top of the Nectar mattress, when you include the quilted cover, there's 5 inches of memory foam. So you're really going to have this soft feeling sinking into the mattress. The slow response to pressure is going to give you kind of this contouring hug around your body. Now you may feel like you're definitely in the mattress, kind of definitely more in it than on top of it. So if you are trying to change positions, you might feel a little bit stuck. But this much memory foam is really great for side sleepers because you're going to be able to sink in for pressure relief. And a lot of side sleepers can complain about pressure points forming at the shoulders and the hips. Now below all of that memory foam, there is the 6-inch high-density polyfoam base. Now this is a really firm material, acts as the support center of the mattress, and really gives the Nectar its shape. Now the Tuft & Needle mattress is also an all-foam construction. It's made of 2 layers and stands 10 inches in height. Now the cover of the Tuft & Needle is a polyester blend. It's pretty thin, so it allows airflow through it pretty easily, but otherwise it's pretty unremarkable. Now the comfort layer of the Tuft & Needle is 3 inches of their proprietary Tuft & Needle foam. It's a polyfoam with a pretty quick response to pressure, and it has a medium firmness to it. So I found this bed to be pretty good for combo sleepers who are going to sleep in multiple positions, change positions. You're not going to really feel too stuck in the mattress as you're rolling around during the middle of the night. Now below that layer of Tuft & Needle foam is 7 inches of high-density polyfoam. Again, this is the base of the mattress, just like on the Nectar, really provides support to the sleeper as well as gives the mattress its shape. Now that we've seen what makes up these mattresses, I wanted to talk a little bit about the feel of both of them. So I want to start with the Nectar mattress, which again has that classic memory foam feel with 5 inches of memory foam on top of the mattress. You're really going to feel like you're sinking into the mattress. Now memory foam is great for pressure relief. The further you're able to sink into a mattress before you hit a firm layer, the better in terms of avoiding the formation of pressure points. It's going to be really great for side sleepers who often sink further into mattresses because of that higher weight concentration over lower surface area, and can end up causing issues with pressure points forming at the shoulders and the hips, which are often 2 problem areas for side sleepers. Now because of this slow response to pressure from memory foam, you're really not going to have too much bounce on this mattress, so you might feel a little bit stuck if you try to change positions, but that's just kind of the nature of memory foam in general. And I also wanted to point out that because it is so great for side sleepers, just a little bit on the softer side in my opinion, it's not that great for stomach sleepers in my opinion. Stomach sleepers tend to prefer firmer mattresses. They're kind of the opposite of side sleepers because when you're on your stomach, your hips sink in a bit. You want to make sure when you're a strict stomach sleeper that your hips are keeping up out of a mattress, keeping your spine line in a good position. So that's just something to be careful of on pretty much any memory foam mattress if you are a strict stomach sleeper. Now in terms of price, the queen size version of the Nectar comes in at $699. So it's a pretty good price when compared to other competitors in the bed-in-a-box market. And I also wanted to point out that the Nectar actually made our list of best mattresses for couples. And you can find that list by either Googling Sleepopolis and best mattress for couples or clicking the link in the description below. Now let's talk about the Tuft & Needle mattress. Now in my opinion, it has kind of a balanced foam feel with a medium firmness to it. So a good mix of support and pressure relief in multiple positions. Now it also has that quick response to pressure that I mentioned earlier. So while you're going to be comfortable sleeping on your back, on your side, even on your stomach, if you're not really like a strict stomach sleeper, you're also going to be able to change positions pretty easily without feeling stuck in the mattress. Now something else I wanted to point out is that I find that the Tufted Needle foam does a pretty good job of dispersing body heat, so if you do tend to overheat a little bit during the night, get a little sweaty under all those blankets, I think that the Tufted Needle does a pretty good job of sleeping pretty cool. I wanted to say that the Tufted Needle is a no-frills mattress that's pretty straightforward with just the 2 foam layers, and the price reflects that with a queen-size version coming in at just $595, so that's definitely a plus in the Tufted Needle's favor. And also, I wanted to point out that it does make our list of best mattresses available on Amazon. Again, you can find that list by just Googling Sleepopolis and best Amazon mattress, or click the link in the description below. Now, before I go any further, I did want to point out that Tufted Needle does actually have a more premium version of their mattress available. They call it the Tufted Needle Mint. This is also an all-foam mattress, and it comes in at 12 inches in height. It's made of 3 foam layers. Now, it's a little bit softer than the Tufted Needle in my opinion, but it still has that quick response to pressure, so you'll be able to change positions pretty easily. Now again, it is a bit more expensive than the Tufted Needle, with a queen-size version coming in at $895, so that's just something to keep in mind. Now that's just a little bit of information on all these mattresses, but if you do want a really deep dive into any one of them or any other mattress available on the site, you just go to sleepopolis.com for my full mattress reviews. Now, along with the feel of each of these mattresses, I wanted to talk a little bit about sinkage and bounce on both of them. Now, sinkage is important because you're going to want to know if you're going to feel like you're sitting on top of or sinking into bed. So for every mattress review, I run the sinkage test using 4 balls of varying sizes, weights, and densities, simulate different body parts, and show how far into the mattress they sink. So I always use a 6-pound medicine ball, a 10-pound steel ball, a 50-pound medicine ball to simulate kind of a heavier body part, shoulders, your hips, and a 100-pound medicine ball to simulate kind of the center of a little bit of a heavier person. Now for the Nectar, the 6-pound medicine ball sunk in 1 inch, the 10-pound steel ball 2 inches, the 50-pound medicine ball about 3.5 inches, and the 100-pound medicine ball 6 inches. These are pretty average results. I was actually pretty surprised to see that the Tufted Needle actually had a little bit more sinkage on the lighter balls. For the 6-pound medicine ball, it's 1.5 inches. The 10-pound steel ball 2.5 inches, 4 inches for the 50-pound medicine ball, and 6 inches for the 100-pound medicine ball. Now that's a little misleading because of that quick response to pressure from the Tufted Needle foam. Even though you do sink a bit further into the mattress, you're going to be able to change positions a bit easier. Again, that memory foam in the Nectar has a much slower response to pressure. So you're going to, even though you're not as deep into the mattress, you're going to feel like you're more kind of surrounded by it or hugged by it than you will on the Tufted Needle. Now that brings me to bounce. So I always do the bounce test, dropping the 10-pound steel ball during every review that I do. Now the Nectar mattress doesn't really have much bounce at all. Again, slow response to pressure on memory foam. That's really a staple of the feel of memory foam, is there's not too much bounce. You're not going to be able to change positions as easily as you will on the Tufted Needle, which I think has pretty good bounce to it. It's not so much that it's going to mimic kind of an inner spring mattress or something with pocketed coils, or even a latex mattress really, but it does have a pretty quick response to pressure. All right, now just to give you some basic information about both of these companies, the Nectar has a 365-night trial period, while the Tufted Needle's trial period is 100 nights. Now, the 365-night trial period is obviously longer than the Tufted Needles, and I would say that the Tufted Needle has pretty much the industry standard 100-night trial period. You'll see that with a lot of bed-in-a-box companies, so 365 nights for Nectar is pretty impressive. Also, the warranty for Nectar is a lifetime or forever warranty, as they call it, whereas the Tufted Needle has a 10-year warranty. Again, 10 years, kind of the industry standard for a lot of bed-in-a-box companies. You'll have to check out the specifics on the website for Nectar, what a lifetime or forever warranty covers, but that is much longer than the industry standard. Now in terms of shipping, they both ship free, they both arrive compressed in a box, so no change there. Now in terms of price, the Nectar comes in for a queen size at $699, while a queen size for the Tufted Needle comes in at just about $595, so a little bit less expensive for the Tufted Needle there. All right, now I just want to say that I think the Nectar and the Tufted Needle are both quality bed-in-a-box options, especially because they both come in on the less expensive end of the bed-in-a-box market spectrum there. Now, in terms of recommendations, I think the Nectar is great for side sleepers. All that memory foam allows you to sink in for pressure relief, which is something that side sleepers really want to be conscious of. And also, I think it's great if you're looking for that classic memory foam feel. You just like to lay back, sink into bed, feel it kind of contour around you. The Nectar is going to be the choice for you there. I really like the Tufted Needle for combo sleepers. Again, medium firmness to it, quick responsive pressure. You're going to be able to change positions really easily. So great for combo sleepers. And I also like it because it does sleep pretty cool. Again, if you get a little bit sweaty during the night, the Tuft & Needle foam does a good job of dispersing body heat away from you. Now, those are just some really general recommendations, but if you are interested in a personal recommendation, please feel free to leave a note in the comment section below, some information about yourself, some of your sleep preferences. I'll be sure to get back to you. Also, please be sure to subscribe to the Sleepopolis YouTube channel, as we're going to keep putting out more content that's going to help you get a better night's sleep. If you haven't already, please follow us on Facebook and Twitter so you don't miss any of our reviews, sleep news, or any of our giveaway announcements. So that's it for the comparison today. I hope it was helpful. Have a nice day.